What is going on, everyone, and welcome to my review of Oppenheimer, which is the latest film to be directed by Christopher Nolan. The film stars Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, and Robert Downey Jr. The film follows J. Robert Oppenheimer and the chronicles of his life, from his early years studying and moving to different universities across Europe. Once Oppenheimer has completed his PhD in Germany, he then moves back to the US and begins teaching at the University of California. During that time, he meets Jean Tatlock and starts a relationship with her, but also meets his future wife, Catherine. US Army General Groves then recruits Oppenheimer to lead the Manhattan Project to develop an atomic bomb. He then assembles a scientific team in Los Alamos, New Mexico to begin work. After years of development on the Trinity test, on the 16th of July 1945, Los Alamos witnesses the world's first ever nuclear explosion and therefore changing the course of history forever. But once the bombs are dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Oppenheimer begins to feel guilt, haunted by the destruction that they have caused, and begins to speak out. My positives for this movie. I am a huge fan of Christopher Nolan's work. He's given some great films over the years, such as Dunkirk, the Dark Knight trilogy, and Inception, just to name a few, and I'm always interested to see what he's going to do next. And wow, he does a great job in directing this biographical thriller. Cillian Murphy gives an outstanding performance as Oppenheimer. His performance of Oppenheimer comes across as a very smart man, but a vulnerable man, and begins to feel guilt for his creation. Robert Downey Jr.'s performance in this film is another huge standout. His character is out to destroy Oppenheimer's reputation, and he will stop at nothing to ensure he's achieved that goal. This film has a huge ensemble cast, and there's some big names included, such as Florence Pugh, Rami Malek, Casey Affleck, and Kenneth Branagh, just to name a few. And each of them gets their own moment in the film, and that way become very important to the story. One of the things that I find just brilliant about Christopher Nolan is he tries to do as much practical work in camera as possible and uses CGI very sparingly. And this film is no different. The cinematography in this film is absolutely stunning. There are some amazing shots in this film. Mix that with the incredible score of Ludwig Göransson, and the scenes just elevate themselves. My only mixed aspect on the film is that the runtime is just over 3 hours long, and for the most part you don't feel the runtime. There are a few sequences that drag on just a little too long, but honestly I am really nitpicking at this point. Overall, I hugely enjoyed this film, and I don't have a negative word to say about it. The movie itself is an event and is best seen on the biggest screen possible. Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. are the standout performances, but the entire cast is outstanding. Christopher Nolan just nails it in directing. It really is an experience with stunning cinematography and a beautiful score. This is up there for me as one of the best films of 2023. My rating for Oppenheimer is 9 out of 10. So there you have it. Have you seen Oppenheimer? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to catch you at my next review.